Hello, everyone. Today we're playing Freedom Planet, a game that came out a couple weeks back now on Steam, as well as for Mac and Linux, I believe. Freedom Planet is a side-scrolling 2D platforming game that has gotten people's attention, I think, because it draws a lot of inspiration from Genesis games, like Sonic, like Ristar, like Rocket Knight. And it puts it together in a very good-looking package, very well-playing game. So, let's just get started and see what Freedom Planet's all about. I have a couple files. Let's start a new one. We have an option here to go with Adventure or Classic. Now, Freedom Planet has quite an extensive story mode with all kinds of wonderful voice acting and dialogue, and we're going to go to Classic because we can just cut all that out and just play the levels. Alright, we can pick a character. We have 3 to choose from. I'm going to go with the main character, Lilac. She's a dragon, I believe. I'll take their word for it. So, Freedom Planet actually seems quite good, so I'm going to try to maybe refrain from original character do not steal jokes. Because the game does seem better than that, despite the character designs. It's very fast-moving, very wide areas. Yep, hold on. The plot, by the way, has to do with anthropomorphic animals having to fight against robots and machines. This might seem a little familiar from, I don't know, somewhere, I guess. We have a standard attack we can do on the ground. We can jump and attack in the air. I mean, each character has a special, so Lilac's special is his dash, which to me makes her probably the best character just because she has the ability to get up to speed so quickly, which the other characters don't seem to be able to do. At least not as conveniently. But we saved a forest friend, a little animal. The music in this game is extremely video gamey, which is what you want out of a game like this, I think. Or at least it's what I want. There's a can of gas right there. You might wonder what that's for, but we can't do anything with that. I believe the second playable character is able to do something with that can of gas. The second character is able to ride a motorcycle once it's gassed up. Lilac doesn't have anything like that, but I mean, she's a dragon. You know, why would she really need a motorcycle? Well, aside from dragons riding motorcycles being cool. I'm using an Xbox 360 controller to control the game, by the way, and it works very well with that. You can also use the keyboard. That seems fine, but I never really like playing side-scrolling games like this with a keyboard. So, of course, the main inspiration that you'll think of when looking at this game is, of course, Sonic. I think maybe this game focuses a little bit more on speed than Sonic did, though. In Sonic, if you went really fast, you might be able to do it if you're good at the game, but plenty of times that... Oh, yeah. You have the switch right here. Lowers that wall. Oh, but we need to keep something on it, so I guess we have it right here, what we need. But in Sonic, you would be forced to slow down a lot of the time to just look around and see what was going on. This game seems to, or at least so far from what I've played of it, lets you just go real fast. Just any old time, really. There are a lot of little collectibles around of different colors. I probably should have took... Oh, hold on, we got a mini-boss right here. Giant robot snake, we gotta knock his gold plating off. And we did that, and he runs away. Like I said, a lot of little collectibles you can pick up here and there of different kinds, different shapes, different colors. Probably should have looked into what these different things do, because I honestly have no idea. I'm sure they're helpful in their own ways. It looks like the snake has come back. It's quite sore at us for knocking its armor off. Oh, hold on. Accidentally got turned around and went back the way I came. Ah, here's the end, and I think we have to just fall right down. Little extras like those cards you can pick up that have stars on them can open up little bonuses in the sub-menu. Hold on. I think I just went right by this little mini-boss right here, but we should probably take the time to kill it. Not too much to say about Freedom Planet, really, but it's a fun game to play. It's very colorful, and I really like the music. Even though I don't think there's really too much I can say about it, I just like playing it. Much like in Sonic, of course, we can drown underwater, but we do have an actual meter which shows us how much water, how much oxygen we have left. There we go. I haven't seen any extended water sections left, but maybe there are sections like that later in the game. Oh, we have to race for our lives from this boulder that's coming after us. Fortunately, we can run real fast, as dragons do, because she is a dragon. Let's not forget that. We ran the boulder, and now we've arrived at the last area of this level, where the snake is back. It's still mad at us for busting up its armor. Lilac completed Area 1. We could go on to stage 2, but there are other characters to see. We should probably try those out. If we chose Carol, we would start, I think, at the same level that we just did, but Milla, the third character, we unlock a little bit later, so her first level is a bit different, the Aqua Tunnel. So we can see how different a character can be. Let's see what she can do. And like her super thing seems to be this little shield blast. She can also create blocks and throw them. So very different character from Lilac in that Lilac had, of course, that speed boost that could be done anytime your super meter was built up. Milla doesn't have anything like that, though. Alright, but she can fly up a bit using her ears. So she has a little bit of extra mobility that way. I think she's a dog, if I remember right. Yep. Was being repelled from that falling water. Very powerful current. Killing enemies in this game seems to be kind of optional. I really haven't had too much trouble just running by everything, if I chose to. I need to put something on that. Let's see if we can find anything. Oh. So like I said, the game plays very well. It feels good. I mean, usually, you know, the biggest thing when you're playing an indie side-scrolling platformer is whether or not the movement and the jumping seem to have been gotten right. And, like, it just seems to me that it has in this game. Because, you know, the game can look as good and sound as good as it can be, but if it doesn't feel quite right, then none of that really matters. The levels are quite large. Even though I've gone through this level before, I'm not entirely sure where I'm supposed to go, really. I mean, generally it's going oh, hold on. It's going from left to right. Oh, there we go. And even though the levels can be quite large, it seems that wherever we go, we'll end up finding the proper path to get to the right. So even though the levels are quite large and multi-layered, it hasn't been a problem so far figuring out how to get to the end. And yes, that fish boss did bear a strong resemblance to a Mega Man 2 enemy. Oh, didn't even notice that was a bomb. I should try to take things a little bit slower. But it looks like that we start off from the fish boss. At least I think that's where this is. Yeah, I believe so. A little bit more cautious this time. Whoop. Now at this point, I'm not too sure where to go. Let's see. I guess we did hit a switch here, but I guess the only thing that did was let us get to that card. Didn't seem to help us out otherwise. There we go. You can see there's a timer in the upper right, so it looks like that this game was made with time attacks in mind, trying to beat these levels as fast as you can. Oh, almost made it. I don't know if there are any hidden objectives in the levels, like, for example, in Sonic, getting a certain number of rings so that you would be able to get to the bonus levels so you could get the Chaos Emeralds. I don't know if there's anything like that in this. Any specific secret objectives I should be trying to get, as opposed to just trying to get to the end of the level. Oh. But regardless of whether there is some sort of objective, we've hit the boss anyway. And I don't know if this is a level that only Milla can do, because the boss seems to rely on her ability to pick up and throw stuff, which the other characters I don't believe can do. I think only the head hurts us.
Yay! That was fun!
It was fun! And I think this is the same stage, too, that we had with Lilac, or at least the one that we were going on to before we stopped. But we should probably stop here as well, because, well, that's a pretty good idea of what Freedom Planet is, or at least the classic mode. I did mention there is a story mode, with so much voice acting. We should probably take a little look at that, anyway.
Hero Pants some other time?
Not a chance!
Fine, I'll go by myself. Please.
Alright, so that's a sample of the voice acting you can expect to hear in Freedom Planet's Adventure Mode. Let's use Carol, the only character we haven't tried yet.
I better help.
So Carol is a cat with Tood. You can tell because she rides a motorcycle. She's a biker cat. Let's see, what can she do? She can jump, of course. She has a lightning kick. She can scratch. And can dash. Let's try to find that gas tank that we saw when we went through this level with Lilac. Oh, there we go. No, not up there. Ah, there it is. Alright, now we're on a motorcycle. We can spin dash with our motorcycle, because why wouldn't we be able to do that? This does open up certain, this does make certain questions evident, such as why does Sonic and company not ride motorcycles themselves? Seems like this makes things a lot easier for them. Carol still has the abilities that she had off of the motorcycle, except, she's on a motorcycle, which automatically makes it a lot better. Oh, we remember this puzzle. Let's go back up and get that block. But how to get to it? It was easy with Lilac because she has the dash, which can also be an air dash, which I used a few times. But we don't have that now. I can't seem to... Because I think I remember the block is up there. But how do I get up there without being able to do that dash? I don't see any trampolines or springs that's going to let me get up there. And the motorcycle doesn't seem to have the ability to do it. Well, we might just have to stop here, because I'm not sure how to get up to that top block. Yeah. Oh, maybe we can ride up walls? Okay. Didn't realize that the motorcycle... Yeah, there we go. Motorcycle can do that. Because why wouldn't it be able to do that? Alright, here we go. We can continue on. Oh, wait. I don't even need to wait for that, do I? I can just ride up the wall. Oh. Just ride my motorcycle! That's just out of line. Well, I guess I need to find another gas tank if I'm going to use that again. I wonder how we would have gotten to that block if we didn't have the motorcycle, if that got blown up. Because I guess that could have gotten destroyed before we got to that block puzzle. Imagine how much more fun we would be having right now if we had a motorcycle. Maybe she can't knock that thing over. Or we could just jump over it. Okay, we can hang on to the wall as we slide down. I'm not sure if the other characters could do that. I believe we had to go all the way to the left and get a boulder to... Yep, that right here. Now, running away from this boulder probably would be a lot easier with a motorcycle. That seems to be the sort of thing that motorcycles are just built to do. There doesn't seem to be a preponderance of gas cans in these levels, so I guess the idea is that once we get it, we really should try to hold on to it as best we can. Try to prevent it from being damaged, because we're not going to get a whole lot to replace them, it seems. And with this level beaten again, it was totally awesome, we did see. I guess let's see what the story scene is after this level. Unlock something for finishing that level with her.
How many chasers are left? Tell me!
You didn't say please.
Don't play games with me, duckling! Tell me!
Fine, be that way.
Shah! Where's that blasted snake mount? I guess we'll have to do this the hard way! I can do this all day! What is this hideous creature?
Stay back!
Oh no! The Duckman comes with me!
I'm not gonna let you eat him!
What? What the? Too easy.
Whoa, that was a close one. Thank you, Miss,
Lilac.
Miss Lilac.
Are you okay? I saw a huge explosion back there.
You've been following me this whole time, haven't you?
Duh.
I take it you know this guy.
Girl.
This girl?
She's like my tail, always right behind me.
Carol the Wildcat, at your service. And this is Lilac.
Well, I'm Torque. I'm a shell duck.
Shell duck?
It's more of a nickname. I'm not exactly from around here.
So what are you doing out here? The skies haven't been safe for days.
Someone is about to steal the Kingdom Stone, and I have to stop them.
The Kingdom Stone. That's impossible.
Yeah, only I could steal it.
You wish.
Well, it's already happening. Marizawa is sending troops in disguise to the ancient temple. I have to warn them.
Carol and I are pretty fast. We could run over there for you.
Seriously?
Yup, I've got a motorcycle and she's a dragon. They're like super fast.
Darn straight.
Well, it's worth a shot. Hurry over there before it's too late.
What about you?
I'll catch up with you as soon as I find all my stuff.
Right. Come on, Carol. General Gong!
You two again?
It's nice to see you too.
We have to talk to you. The Kingdom Stone is in danger.
Don't be ridiculous. Nothing gets past my nose.
Will you just listen for a minute?
What is the meaning of this?
We mean no disrespect. We're just
You
trying
heard
to...
what the general said. There's nothing to worry about.
But
Don't make me repeat myself.
well, they sound like they know what they're doing. Why don't we just charge up and go home, huh? What do you say?
I don't know. I feel like they're hiding something from us.
It's an ambush!
Follow me!
And now you've seen the story that led from level 1 to level 2. See, you were missing that important link between the stages. You didn't know why we were going into level 2, but now you do. Now you've seen what was missing, and that's made it so much better. So that's Freedom Planet, available for PC, Mac, and Linux. Like I said, it seems like a really good side-scrolling platformer in the vein of a lot of other Genesis platformers like Sonic, like Ristar and like Rocket Knight, and she's yelling at me for not moving. But you might want to play it on Classic. I think the game does give a better impression on the Classic mode. I'm sure there are people who will enjoy the story scenes. Kind of seems to me to be a misguided use of effort and time, but it's there if you want it. But if you don't, there's Classic mode. That's Freedom Planet, and I would suggest at the very least, giving it a try, because there was a demo, that's correct. This is the full game, but there was an old demo that was released a while back, so give that a try if nothing else, because this seems pretty good. It's Freedom Planet.